special one for you. Eddie Cologne, EC Details, back with another episode. Hope everyone's doing good. First of all, let me start this off with shout out to our 400 subscribers. She received all her stuff, emailed, verified. High five, bam. I want to show you what we're working on today. It's the cleanest car in Idaho. Let's look at how dirty it is. So there you go. You saw the car. It's nasty. So what do I have on the docket today, boys? DIY. Rinseless versus owner's pride. DIY rinseless versus owner's pride. I did the dilutions already because, as I stated like 4 videos ago, that was taking too long. What we're doing today, what we're using is both IK sprayers are version 2s. I did that to take away like any mishaps that could happen with one foaming more than the other, so I wanted to be fair. So we have owner's pride. The dilutions for owner's pride is wild. So I hope you're good at math, boys, because wild. You messed that up, you freaking Windows glass and kids. All right, dilution on this is 46 ounces and like 0.25 ounces of rinseless. This one was easy to do. I did half an ounce for 32 ounces to get it to foam. So we got that pressurized. Our wash medium is pink for all my breast cancer survivors all day long. Pink is going in a bucket. Of course, we'll do microfiber to see how it cleans. And then we're also going to do the legacy sponge. So it should be even. We have 4 gallons of water in each one. Eddie, why are you wasting water? Because owner's pride, I've been using, look, I used owner's pride for a long time. I love their stuff. I use their coatings. The dilutions on that's nuts. I think it's like 1 to 512, which is 4 gallons of water to 1 ounce. So that's why I say you gotta be good at math, because if you're gonna try to foam it, shout out to Dustin or Damon, reach out to them, they can give you more advice. These are going in the bucket. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna use for our sprayers. So here's what we got. We're gonna do this side first. What we're using for our cleaner is I have owner's pride in the nice keg because I didn't want anybody to think, well, he's using the nice keg just for DIY. This is a nice keg too. I call the other one nicer, that one, because it looks dope, right? They all both work great. I got this from Scott's Graves. Guy's amazing. I just upgraded the hose. All right, so I have it inside of there 1 gallon to 0.25 rinseless solution. And in that one, 1 gallon to half an ounce of DIY. In the buckets here, you see that? We're using both. Here, looks like it's got some surfactants. DIY 4 gallon. Owner's pride 4 gallons. DIY there. So let's start with owner's pride. We're gonna start with this panel. We're gonna start with this panel here, and so I want to pre-treat the panel. Boom. Just like that. I'm gonna see how it attacks the dirt. You know me, I'm going straight into the nitty gritty. Straight into that. Grab your little wash mitt right here. I'm gonna go right in the bottom. Don't do this at home, boys. I'm just doing this for the test. There's the dirt, right? I'm gonna flip it around, grab the other side. There's the dirt. Look, why are you doing this? Because I gotta see if it cleans the mitt, boys. There's the dirt. So I'm gonna grab this corner, go here, boom, finish that out, and then let's see what the bucket does. So I'm gonna put in my bucket, clean, clean, clean. Oh, look at that. What do you see? Good news. We got some good news. What's that? I didn't even have to scrub it hard. Bro, you saw what I had to do on the other polymer stuff. Look at that. It cleans it. Cleans it good. Ooh, cleans it super good. All right, it passed that test. Look, it passed that test. Look at the bucket. Look at that. There's suspended dirt there. Let's dry this panel off. Oh gosh, slick, dude. Slick. What's the verdict? Let's talk slickness for a second. Wow. Slickness with this was pretty great. You're gonna ask me how does it compare to Absolute? Let's try it. Let's try it again. You see it's got surfactants in it. You see it bubbling up. That's the stuff that cleans your mitts, by the way. You're like, how do you know that? I talk to Ivan like every day. Let's put it on here. Let's talk slickness. Oh, it's pretty slick. I wouldn't say it's the slickest thing I've used for this wash mitt. It's slick. It's what would I compare it to? I hear Miller Detailing asking me. I'll compare it to a DIY in a second. No, let me dry it. So let me dry it here. Slickness to me is up there with Wipeout. I think DIY is a tad bit slicker, a little bit, but it's got good slickness. There you go. Look at that. So the question I'm gonna get is, can it foam? Well, we'll try this side and we're gonna do it with the sponge, but back to the bucket. What do you see? Suspended dirt. My wash medium's clean. Good. So I have my IK sprayer 2.0. I'll put the links in the description below. You get them on DIY.detail.com or high definition camera shop, Rinseless 10 at the Ivan shop and Nick's shop. So I'm gonna spray it on. I'm gonna see how it foams here. Look, I want to talk about this for a second. Look at that, Eddie, why are you laughing? Because if you knew how much I put in here to dilute it, you would think that type of foam is nuts. So look, I'm gonna show you what I did. I put way before that line right there. You see that bottom line? Into the IK foamer. Did you see the dilutions? You didn't? Let me show you here. Owner's Pride says they want this, they want that, they want this. DIY is like, we need this. Let's talk. Get that kind of foam. Look, let me show you. That's it. I put that much to get that kind of foam. It foams awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It's great. It's up there with DIY in terms of foam. So we're gonna do a test, and this is the foam test side by side. I'm gonna show you on this panel here. Hopefully I can get you in. Let's get you down here. Can you guys see this? You can see all that? All right, in my left hand, Owner's Pride. My right hand, DIY. So you see that? DIY has more foam, all right? DIY is looking more foamy on that side. This is Owner's Pride, it's a little thinner. That looks like incredible suds. This, let me try it again. And I just pumped it up. Let me try this again. No cap. DIY does more foam. Owner's Pride does good. Like it can foam if you want it to foam. It's a little more milky. I'll let you be the judge of that. Caught in 4K. You see it? All right, always get your spun. If you can do that without it doing, oh, that's too much. Squeeze, floor drain. All right, you see this? Oh. Yeah, now the cool thing about this is, you saw what we did with McKee's when we tried to foam it like this. How it wasn't moving. This stuff is cleaning. No problem, boys. This stuff is, I'm gonna turn it over. You see all that dirt? Grab the bottom, one sponge. Look at that. Grab this with the side here. Grab that. and now dry that off. Yeah, that's impressive. I haven't used Echo Wash in a long time. I went through 2 gallons of it when I first started my business a while ago. And it was the bee's knees. It still is. It's good, dude. It's a good product. Like it's a good product for sure. Man, that's nice. Let's look at the streaking of the window, because that's the one thing I was struggling with is when we do any type of rinseless and we're trying to play with the dilutions to get it to foam the way we want, you get streaking, and then that means I have to clean the window again. No one wants to do that twice. This is the other side of the car. You're like, it's dirty, right? We'll do that panel because it looks the dirtiest. I always want to be fair. I always do these tests with dirty cars because I want 0 excuses. Now, I'm going straight to foam because I'm curious. I'm gonna foam this whole panel. We'll talk about dilutions in a second and we'll clean her up. Yeah, DIY, baby. All right. I'm gonna get asked this question and I'm gonna answer it in a minute. Which foam's more? That's thick, boys. That's like Incredible Suds thick. And IK foamer, less than half an ounce. I used half an ounce for this one, 1/4 of an ounce for the other one, so it's double the product, but the foam's a little thicker. You see that? Foam's a little thicker. The reason it's not foaming as much is because I filled it more, because I'm an idiot. But look at that. Foam is thicker. Now we know how this story is gonna go, right? We know that when I put my wash media to that baby's getting clean, boys. Let's get her out. Make sure you wanna make sure you grab that. Oh yeah, the apple smells bad, guys. Oh my gosh, bro. Middle of summer, you and I are at the beach. I'm gonna go to the bottom because I don't like favoritism. Ask my girls. Yo, if I wanna be honest with you, bro, if I'm gonna be honest, this is a little bit slicker with the microfiber, just a little bit. Not drastically like I'm like using Burke again. Oops, did it? Burke! Look at that. Put it in here. We know what's gonna happen here, boys. We've read this story before. We know the ending. One wipe. Don't even have to worry about it. Look at that. Look at the dirt being suspended. Look at that. It's going to the bottom, right? I didn't grab my towel. There we go. So let's see if it streaks. I'm gonna dry it off. Same towel, by the way. I didn't change it because I'm cheap. Look. Easy dry off, no streaking on the car. Here you go. Yeah, we know how that story goes. Yeah. Let's do this side. Let's do this side and let's conclude. I've used DIY almost 1.5 gallons, and I've used 2 gallons of Owner's Pride in my time as a detailer. And if you don't think that's a lot of gallons, it is. Mix that on. There you go. We'll use the sponge, we'll do a little comparison, and we'll call it good. Surfactants at work. Grab my sponge. Dabble, dabble, dabble. Look at that. Don't shake it like a salt shaker, boys. Slick. All of it slick. Microfiber, all of it. Turn it around to my red side. You're like, Eddie, what side do you use the most? The one that's not dirty? I know there's a secret to this, you see? And I know that Ivan mentioned it in one of his videos, but I just use the side that's not the dirtiest. And I generally use every side of the sponge. Corner, you see, look, I use that to get that. The other side to get that. Time is money, boys. Time is money. So I'm gonna go and dry that, and then we're gonna conclude this puppy. Cleanest Tesla in Idaho, boys and ladies. We do have ladies watching the channel. Thank you for your support. You women are wonderful, and we need more women detailers in the business. I tell my kids that all the time. Like, you don't have to be a man to be a detailer. Look, no cap. Watch out, I need you guys to see what's happening here. Eddie, what's that? That's how much I've used. That's how much I've used doing 4 cars in this test. 4 cars in this test, you hear me? So when you're thinking money, cost, you gotta really think about the dilutions, okay? So for me, it's a tie. I'll just buy 2 gallons of DIY up front. If you want something that you get out of pocket, $50, I'm going DIY. But knowing what I know now, they're both amazing. So price, tie. You're like, how can you make it a tie? Dilutions. Definition going up here. I'll put the dilution definition right here for you. Smell. Look. NyQuil, blueberries. The room smells like chemical blueberries. The smell's okay. I'm not gonna dock it a point because that smell is owner's pride smells. That has been that way for years. Like, I remember my first time I used it, and I remember the first car I used it on a Genesis. I was like, oh snap! It's good, bro. But the smell, not my fave. We all know Poppy, right? DIY smells like crisp apples. Cleaning power. Let's talk cleaning power. They both clean amazing. I showed you the bucket. I showed you the wash medium. I showed you we could talk slickness. DIY, just a tiny bit on a microfiber. The sponge was the same. So you think it's slickness, tiny bit. And the bucket, you see all that suspended dirt. You see all those, it cleans, bro. It makes me happy. You see I'm smiling? Because it cleans awesome. There's one Rinseless out there that didn't clean well. Oh, brick! All right. So, what is my consensus? You can't go wrong with either. I can't, it's a tie. It has to be a tie for me. I think Damon Gray, Dan Williams, and the rest of the team at Owner's Pride slayed it. They have a great product. I think Ivan LaCroix, Nick McGurk's product, freaking amazing. The question is, what works for your business? What do you like? They do the same things for me. I do want to address the elephant in the room because I think I've been asked this several times, and you'll probably be like, they're the same brand. You know, I got this package from DIY, and it came from Owner's Pride, and they use the same they use the same shipping company, right, to ship out their stuff. But I talked to Ivan personally, and his Rinseless is his Rinseless. Damon Gray, if you hear the backstory on this and what he did to get this to where he wants, is his Rinseless. These 2 Rinselesses are different. It's not just dilution, how the foam looks, it's the cleaning, that they're about the same for cleaning, right? Surfactants, but they're different. They're not the same brand, relabeled, they are different brands. I just want to get that out for all my peeps online. They are not the same brand. 2 different brands. 2 different brands. If I were you, I would go on Owner's Pride, pick up a bottle and try it. DIY details is still daddy for me. Like, I'm still gonna use it. I still love it. I'm gonna use this whole bottle. I'm not even giving this away. That's how much I liked it. I missed it. Why'd you stop using it? I was going through a fad in my life. I wanted to try things, right? I wanted to really, really hammer down trying other things. So I'm not so involved with the brand that I don't feel like I'm out branching. Now that I started YouTube, I've had the opportunity to try like 7, 9 Rinselesses. I have 3 in testing right now before I do another test. They're both great. There is no definite winner today. You can't go wrong with any of them. This is my unbiased decision. If Ivan tomorrow's like, screw DIY, I'm leaving, I got a backup plan. And it's not this. I'm kidding. Look, I love this. It's not this. It's coming. That video's coming. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. I mean, I appreciate it. My wife, you know, we're still figuring out the whole cancer thing. We're working through it. We have positive vibes. Thank you everyone for your love and support. It's been heavy on us, but day by day, we're gonna take it. I wanna thank the 456, you heard that, 56 subscribers for just tuning in and seeing the Fat Latino talk. And then the road to 1,000 is gonna be tremendous. It's gonna be tremendous. We're giving away detail keg, a polisher. Drive Auto Appearance. I'm working with him to see what we could do about a little sponsorship. I'm gonna give away DIY stuff. It's gonna be the mecca of giveaways. You're like, Eddie, why? I believe in giving back to the community. I've always been this way my whole life. And for you guys to spend 24 minutes to hear me rant and complain or shake your video means the world to me, and I thank you for that. So if you do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. It's right here, right here. Notifications, like the video, and I'm gonna see you next time for a dope